What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing today? So today on the list, we are going to be discussing the Pixie Cut. So a lot of women have the Pixie Cut, and it's the cut that you all see. For those that don't know what a Pixie Cut is the cut that you see with the pin curls all over it. Very, very beautiful, elegant cut. Now, anybody that knows me, now I used to wear a couple of pixies back in the day when I kept real short hair and stuff like that. But I'm getting older, so I need to be able to kind of pull my hair back and stuff now. Um, so anybody that knows me, they know that I love pixie cuts and stuff like that to that nature. They are they breathtaking. They are very very beautiful. They are very elegant. They are edgy. And last but not least, they are timeless. So, what made me do this video right here is because coming down my time feed, there's been a few ladies that's been complaining about their pixie cuts, saying that basically it only looks good when it's done, or if they had known to that degree that they would have to like keep it up, that they wouldn't have got it. So let me start here and say this. Any type of cut you get is going to be maintenance. I've rocked shortcuts for years, all my life basically. Any cut that you get is going to be high maintenance. It is. That's just the thing. Like, people think that shorter hair is easier to maintain when it's short, but that's not true. Shorter hair is harder to maintain because of the maintenance. You got to keep it lined up. You got to keep an edge on it. You got to keep it whipped. You got to keep it tight. You see what I'm saying? If you're doing color, you got to stay up on that, whatever. Shorter hair is always been more high maintenance than long hair. With long hair, you can just pull it up and put it in a ponytail or whatever and keep going, and that doesn't require maintenance. But anytime you get a short taper cut or something, then you are risking the risk of high maintenance, because the hair grows out very quicker when it's short. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a psychological thing, but it seems like when I was wearing short tapers and stuff like that, that the hair grew out very fast, like 2 weeks, it was back. But now if I'm trying to grow my hair, it won't grow. So I think. Um, but let me start here and say my advice on this before we get started about this hairstyle here. I always suggest, if people are not sure about something, especially us as women, because a lot of times we move with emotions, right? So if you like a hairstyle or you like this pixie cut, before you actually get the pixie cut, they have beautiful pixie cut wigs and stuff on the TikTok shop in different places, and them wigs look good and stuff like that. If you want to try it out and see how you look before actually cutting your real hair, then the second thing that I want to talk about a pixie cut, I want to give you the secret to a pixie cut. In order to rock a mean pixie cut, a pixie cut has to be cut right. It has to be cut and blended right. And some of the women that I seen, I watched a few of these women that had the pixie cuts. I watched a few of them that was saying that their hair was giving them a problem when it wasn't done. And basically they just mowed it down. But the cut is the key to rocking a pixie. If it ain't cut right and if it ain't blended right, you're going to always feel that way. There should be not a haircut that makes you feel like less attractive when it's not done, because if it's cut right and it's blended right and it's, you know, shingled right and everything, then it should all like lay down evenly. Like some of the cuts, pixie cuts that I see where some of the women was complaining about, it looked like, you know, it had more bulk in the top or something when it's in the mold area when it's not done. It looked like it was more bulky, like through the top or like through the back of the middle or whatever. And what I could see, it looked like it wasn't blended well, because any cut you get, the cut is always the foundation of a hairstyle. So if you have to lay it down, which you should be able to do, you should still feel confident in that cut when it's down, or if it's curled, or if it's done. Because what I would do is I would always find somebody that really specialized in cuts. Like, even if I had to go to super cuts or great clips, somebody that cut all day long, somebody that just mess around with scissors all day long. They don't do no extra stuff. All they do is cut all day long. Cut, blend, shingle, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Take the clippers, run across that comb, whatever. Get me right. Edge me up, get me right. And then I would go see, you know, my stylist, which sometimes that was too much work because, like I said, that's high maintenance. But like I said, for the most part, whenever I got a cut, I always went to people that didn't do nothing but hold them scissors in their hands all day. They whole entire shift. They ain't roller setting. They ain't shampooing. They ain't nothing. Scissors is in their hands all day long. So they know exactly where I'm coming from with this. And you know, a lot of times them girls, you know, they work at Great Clips and Super Cuts, you know, they specialize, they know how to hit them zeros, the 90 degrees, and, you know, the angles, the 290s, 390s, whatever, the elevation. But not taken away, but I'm just saying that they specialize in cutting. And so when you got a good pixie cut, everything there shouldn't be like bulks and stuff. But and I know that there, you know, there's height in the top and this and that and the other, but it blends real good and it all comes together to where when you mold their hair down, and then, like, say for instance, if you want to take a wax and some soft spritz and make you a little spiky style until you got it done, and you could take your fingers and just feather it and make it still look good and effective. The key has always been to a pixie cut is to have a good cut. Because if you got a good cut, then it looks good either laying down or standing up. I just want to bring that out because a lot of women are like on here that I've been seeing, like they feel some type of way, like if they had a known, you know, this, they wouldn't have got it or something like that. If you feel that way about your hair when it's laying down and it's not activated, that's because maybe you need a more personalized, generalized pixie cut. That pixie cut ain't no joke. I've rocked plenty of them. I love you.